The ABC has denied claims it is kowtowing to China after it allegedly directed a security expert, quote, not to make any anti-China comments during an ABC radio interview. The ABC strongly maintains it wasn't pandering to China, but it all seems a little suspicious, particularly given the alleged directive coincided with a visit from Beijing's ambassador to their very own headquarters. For more, I am joined by Director of Communications at the IPA, the Institute of Public Affairs, Evan Mullholland. Evan, great to see you. How are you?
Good, thanks, Rowan. Thanks for having me.
Well, Evan, should we be concerned that our national broadcaster is reticent to speak, frankly, on China? I thought the ABC was meant to be impartial.
This is very concerning, and a concerning infringement on free speech, that it would be trying to censor its guest from making anti-China comments. And it goes to show, I don't think the ABC should be called the national broadcaster. It should be called the taxpayer-funded broadcaster, because, as Tony Abbott always says, on every single argument or skirmish with another country, the ABC tends to take the other country's side and assumes that Australia has done something wrong. And this is a concerning extension, and not surprising, of normal censorship. You see them censoring out conservatives. You see them taking other countries' points of view, whether it be on the Great Barrier Reef, where a chair China was chairing the UNESCO committee on the Great Barrier Reef. It'll take their side. On climate change, for example, Four Corners will do like a two-part special on how Australia is contributing to climate change, but ignores the fact that China in just 16 days contributes to what Australia does in an entire year. So what I want to see is some balance. Maybe do a Four Corners special on China's 30% contribution to global carbon emissions.
Now you're dreaming, Evan. That's fantasy land, but maybe we should ask Paul Barry about that one. Maybe we could say, where's your China special on Chinese contribution to climate change? I love it, Evan. China's ambassador to Australia, Ji Quan, who visited the ABC's headquarters, released a statement in which he said, wait for it, quote, it is hoped that ABC will give full play to its unique advantages in information dissemination, introduce and report China-Australia relations more rationally and objectively, and make positive contributions to enhancing mutual understanding and friendship between the two peoples. Evan, maybe you could translate this for us, but it sounds a little bit like code for you better report positively on us or else, isn't it?
Very, very concerning, and the ABC should actually be releasing a statement of its own saying that the ABC is an independent broadcaster and will publish what it likes. And this incident doesn't give you any ease the mood in any sense on what the ABC is actually putting forward. And it's very coincidental timing, this incident. But the ABC should be releasing a statement saying, no, we support the free speech of our journalists to report on Uyghur Muslims and persecution of them, or would support and report on CCP crackdowns and some of their more terrifying COVID lockdowns that they've been putting their people through. So this is overall very concerning, and the ABC should be pushing back against this.
100%. Talk about pushing back. Evan, we've got the Blockade Australia mob. They're the climate protesters who've attempted to block peak hour traffic here in Sydney CBD for the second day in a row. I mentioned them earlier, largely failing to achieve their goal this time around thanks to a significant police presence. What are these morons trying to achieve? Have a look at some of their impressive and deeply important work today.
We need to keep fighting. We're in a climate crisis. We're in a climate emergency. That's what it's all about.
And Evan, here was the New South Wales Deputy Premier Paul Toole on the issue today.
These are not placard holders. At the end of the day, these are nothing short of being professional pests. Now, yesterday there were 10 arrests, and that's why, it won't be tolerated. They were arrested, they were taken into custody, and I hope they have the full strength of the law thrown at them.
Evan, it always amuses me. These protesters do realise, don't they, that disrupting and delaying traffic equals more pollution from vehicles stuck on the roads, right?
It's no way to make friends, Rowan. And an IPA analysis released today in the Daily Telegraph found that there was an almost threefold increase in emissions by car than it would have been had they not blockaded the harbour tunnel. So they're going against what they believe in, and they're actually jacking emissions up. Good on you.
And they're quite often, they're so out of touch with the people that they are impacting the most too. The majority of Australians using cars would be obviously those from the outer suburbs, travelling into town to work, generally, but not exclusively, obviously, from lower socioeconomic backgrounds. They need cars to get to their jobs, and as we saw yesterday, the last thing they want is some idiot with a bicycle chain chaining themselves and blocking the tunnel.
Well, what these people are is these people are the not-so-friendly face of net zero. You push net zero onto real Australians, it means higher power bills. It means a doubling of power bills up to 2030, IPA research has shown. And these are the kind of people that are pushing these radical policies on everyone else. And it is the real Australians in the suburbs and the regions that have to drive into Sydney CBD every day that suffer. Not only are they blocking them on the streets, they're putting their power prices up.
Evan Mullholland, thanks so much for your time, and people can of course go to ipa.org.au for more of the excellent work that the IPA do. Thanks, Evan.
Thanks, Ryan.